On this month's version of Simply Love, I wanted to swim downstream and I wanted to talk about what might happen when children reach those teenage years and start having those big questions when it comes to adoption. And my guest today is an expert in this. Her name's Dr. Debbie Riley. She's the CEO of the Center for Adoption Support and Education. She's also the author of a fantastic read called Beneath the Mask: Understanding Adopted Teens. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being with us. And so, Debbie, let's just get right into this. What causes adopted children to experience that identity confusion?
Well, first, I think it's important for the listeners to understand that all adolescents have an identity confusion, but it's more complex for those who are adopted because often many of the children don't have information about their early beginnings. They might not have information about who their birth families were, their birth parents. There are complexities to the story as to why they were relinquished for adoption or, taken away from families because of adversive early situations. And so they're trying to figure out who they are, but they don't have all the information to, chart that arduous journey itself.
And talk about, in your experience, what are some other feelings that adopted children can experience once they reach adolescence?
So it's interesting as the brain evolves and can think about this in a much more abstract way. I mean, they really go back to the core, which is loss. It's hard to understand why a parent might not want to parent you or might do things that are harmful where they can't parent you. That's not the norm. Parents are supposed to take care of children. You don't either give them away or you don't allow others to take them away. You protect your children. So that has a lot to do with then their sense of self. What was it about me that caused this to happen? And the profound loss of not being able to grow up in their biological families.
And I'm sure that it's hard sometimes for parents to be able to go there with their kids because they love them and they want to protect them. But how important is honesty in this journey of helping kids understand who they are?
I think it's paramount, and it's hard for adoptive parents. I mean, I'm an adoptive parent. You want to protect your child, right? You don't want to talk about the difficult things. You don't want to bring maybe some of the pain and the angst to the surface because your heart feels sad about that. But what our children have taught us is that I need to know these things. The more that I know, information helps us manage our world. Think about how quickly we gather information in our world today, right? So I need this information. I need you to tell me the difficult aspects of my story as well as the positive parts of my story so I can figure out who I am.
It's very important. I love what you guys are doing at CASE, and you're really helping so many people all across the country. And what are some resources available at CASE that maybe folks right here in Missouri can take advantage of?
Sure. We have a wonderful webinar series that you can access it anywhere in the country. You can go on to www.adoptionsupport.org. We want to make it available to anyone, anywhere. There are wonderful publications, like you said, the book that I wrote. We have other publications, resources. So you don't have to be where I am in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, like you said, to benefit from CASE. We're really a national organization that want to extend the support as far as we can. And I thank you for making listeners aware of what we're doing. And hopefully the little bit of what I'm sharing is helpful.
Well, it's already encouraged me very much. And once again, the book is called Beneath the Mask: Understanding Adopted Teens by Debbie Riley. Debbie, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Michael.